say shit you too scared to say. I'm a real bitch now, deal with it. I'm a real bitch now, deal with it. We say shit you too scared to say. I'm a real bitch now.
Number 6, open yourself up to positive energy, meaning don't block your blessings. People in general tend to block their blessings out of habit. That is not a good habit. That's a bad habit we all as a people have to break. We as a people are used to embracing wrong energy. Don't you notice that? Give you another example. Let's say someone presents you with a get rich quick scheme. And I know we all have been presented with that. And you need some cash flow right away to pay your bills. But you know in your heart that this is a scam. And I say to you, yeah, do this and you can get this money real quick. But you know it's a scam. But in your heart, you know it's a scam. So don't get involved. And don't talk yourself into believing that, oh, this might be God's way of sending me money. Don't play games with yourself, because you're definitely not playing games with God, because he knows you already. He knows your heart. Because personally, now I personally believe that God would not or will not send money through hurting another person mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, or financially. I don't believe he would do that. So be careful and be aware of people who tell you that you can make quick money, because that's the main thing with us is monetary gain. And we know times are tough and rough right now. So sometimes things can look attractive even when you know they're not good for you. You have a lot of organizations that are doing fraudulent things to take advantage of innocent people. And a lot of people think because it's connected to religion that it is not a scam. But you would be surprised how many people use God and use God's name to do fraudulent things. Now, moving on to step 7. 7, let God guide you. This is the most important step. And I say that because if you don't have him, you have nothing. You really don't have anything. So let God guide you, and don't let your ego control your decisions all the time. And that's what we do. And you ask yourself, what is the meaning of ego? Your ego is one of 3 divisions or parts of the psyche that is the conscious mediator between the person and reality. Now, sometimes we let ourselves in our minds and our egos guide us to do things that we know ain't right, that might hurt another person, but we're not looking at the reality of how bad it really can be if we make that decision, meaning self-esteem or self-image, or you being conceited or self-importance. That's really what ego is about. Our ego is generally motivated through our determination to control other people. You have to think about that. Most times our ego is used to control our environment, whether it's our social environment or our physical environment. We do that to please or appease ourselves, to show that we are grandiose or bigger than another person, just to get to our goal. And that's not right. Like, I'm going to give you another example. Like people that never have enough guts to apologize, even when they know they are negative or they're the ones that is considered to be wrong. Most people find it hard to say, I'm sorry, or I apologize, because of their ego. And they feel like if they apologize, they are somehow less of a person, or they feel weaker, or they feel weak as a person. Remember this, being apologetic makes you strong, and it shows your content of character. Because sometimes we might not do certain things, and it might not really be us. But sometimes you have to say, I apologize. Just make the circumstances better. And it shows your strength, not your weakness. So I want you to remember that. Now, I'm going to share with you some things that you can say. And these are affirmations, and they call decrees as well. Okay? Now we have to understand that we deal with God first. God is always first. Remember that. And anybody, and you mention God and they look at you like you crazy, you don't want to deal with them anyway. Because if they can't put God first, and they're not into that, and they're into some other negative type rituals and other stuff that they consider spiritual, you don't want to be a part of that. So that's back to our negative environment. Now, we're going to say some decrees, okay? Decrees, D-E-C-R-E-E. And you have to make it be, I decree God. Because everything with God is good. Now, good is spelled G-O-O-D. You take one O off and it's God. So God is good. Now we're going to go over that. Now listen to my voice. I decree God. I decree peace and harmony in my mind, body, and soul. I decree spiritual, mental, and physical health. I decree monetary wealth. I decree peace and harmony in my sanctuary. I decree peace and harmony in my temple. I decree peace and harmony in my world. I decree wholeness. I decree completion. I decree complete autonomy in a positive environment. I decree happiness. I decree beauty. I decree positive thoughts. I decree positive reactions to all action. I decree love. I decree wealth. I decree God. I decree all angels in God's garden. I decree success. I decree meditation. And I decree love. Now, when you go over all of those things in your head, it's nothing negative. It's all positive. The energy is good. And that's what we want. We want good, positive energy. And just remember, you can run into people that don't share the same thoughts or the same aspirations. But that do not mean you have to have a negative environment. So remember your positive environment. Remember that. If you keep your positive environment, everything will fall in place. And always, always put God first. Now remember, we do offer free live advice, and we can go over some of the things that we talked about. So please call us at 1-478-247-8255. That's 1-478-247-8255, and share your thoughts and your aspirations and your dreams and your goals with us, because we are your friend and we are here to see to it that you have a positive life and to share and educate you with information, not to necessarily say that you don't know, but give you another outlook on it. And we might even share something that you might not be aware of. Okay? So what we're doing here is, you might not agree with everything that Raw Real Talk has to say. If we disagree, we still can be positive toward one another. And we can be disagreeable. Remember what I said. Just because you don't agree, don't agitate the other person, or don't get agitated. Always keep that love in your heart. You do have to tell people the truth and what's really going on in a certain kind of way. You always tell the truth, but it's a truth that people don't want to hear because of the way that you say it. And it does matter the way you say something at times. So you might be a person that wants to hear something rough to make you understand. Then you have others to say, okay, tone that down and maybe I can understand better. So that's why Raw Real Talk give you the raw real deal. But we come at you in various ways so you can have an understanding and you can connect. So you have to understand the meaning of what our movement is about. And that's why I want you to go to the website. Take a peek, look around. Because the main thing about our website is we want you to understand our goals. We want everybody happy. We want humanity. That is what we are focused on. And the first page you come to on our website, we explain our whole purpose so you can understand our purpose. And if something you do not understand, always give us a call and we'll be glad to clarify it or clear it up for you. So God bless. And if you have any questions, please let us know and feel free to leave your questions and comments. Thank you.